Welcome everybody to WWA Action! We are live in Portland and we are kicking things off with a number one contenders match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, Shawn Coleman.
Hello everybody, welcome to WWA Action as we get closer and closer to our final WWA event of the year, the Showdown at Madison Square Garden. Shawn Coleman is making his way out here. Coleman is looking to become the new number one contender at the new National Championship. And of course, we saw at our previous event, Gold Rush, that the National Championship has been unified with the Light Heavyweight Championship. Of course, the winner of this match will face Kevin Devious for that title at the Garden.
From Fort Worth, Texas, weighing in at 237 pounds,
Josh James has been kind of a lull in 2019 here in the World Wrestling Association. This time last year, of course, Joshua was just founding the group to watch. And then we're like kind of on top of the World Wrestling Association. Things have not been going well for Josh James and for the members of the Watch, Stephen Turner and Johnny McIntyre. Tonight could be the day that this all turns around in this number one contenders match. There you see it on your screen, number one contenders battle. The winner of this match will face the national champion at the Garden. Corona will tie up in the corner. Referee must separate these two right here. Look at this. I don't know exactly what Joshua was thinking about, but we got him sent throat first into the ropes. Cover here, shoulders on the mat, and Joshua reaches for the ropes. Joshua sent into the corner. Barely escapes a drop kick by Coleman, but Coleman fights back. Coleman sending Joshua into the ropes. Glancing back down on the canvas, shoulders on the mat, hooks the inside leg, and ropes allow this match to continue. Kick to the back of Josh James. For another cover with the leg is enough to put Joshua away. Joshua out of two. Now Joshua finally gets that Huracan Rana right. Now the submission maneuver locked in, trying again. Shawn Coleman to tap out here. Of course, watching this match very closely has to be the new national champion, Kevin Devious. This will be Devious' first defense with that championship. Coleman may have wasted a little too much time there, but he's on the top rope nonetheless. He gets stopped by Josh James. Of course he does. Here's Josh James with the Huracan Rana off the top rope. That should do it. Coleman here, shoulders on the mat. Is it enough? And a kick out at two by Coleman. Coleman pushing back, sending Joshua into the ropes. Nice reversal by Joshua. Post line, down goes Coleman. Dropping that kick to the chest. And Joshua driving his feet first into the chest of Coleman, going for the spear, and Coleman, beautiful reversal of the spear, Side Russian leg sweep. And this could do it. Watch out! There's the Olympic slam. This one started on ropes now. This match continue. And you gotta wonder if it weren't for the ropes, would Joshua still be in this match? And of course, Coleman will not let up. Neither will Joshua, as these two continue to exchange reversals. There's the hook. Falcon Arrow. Now off the second rope, going for a senton. Joshua moves out of the way. Nobody in the pool there. For Coleman and a backstabber by Joshua. Things are not looking good. There's the spear. This time it hits, and he hits with power. Shoulders down, hook of the leg. That should be enough to advance to the garden. And a kick out at 2 by Coleman. Coleman getting back on his feet, and Coleman looking about to come back here. Cross line after cross line. He ducks. Here comes Coleman, taking down James again. And now, bad intentions here by Coleman. He's looking for that German suplex, and he breaches into a cover. Shoulders on the mat, isn't enough to put him away. And Joshua kicks out at 2. Oh no, but this one's not gonna end right there, I'll tell you what! Olympic slam! No ropes nearby, shoulders down, hook on the leg! Coleman's headed to the garden!
Here is your winner, Shawn Coleman.
Shawn Coleman is now headed to Madison Square Garden. He has a national championship match against Kevin Devious on our final show of the year. What a victory for Shawn Coleman as action rolls on. And we're back live on WWA Action. We just got our microphones open, ladies and gentlemen, because there is a brawl going on backstage. We don't know what the hell's going on here between John Rich and Shane. We know they have been exchanging words through social media. For the past couple of months, these two have never liked each other, of course. Now John Rich confronting Shane in the backstage area, and they are trading shots. Shane sent right into the locker room. He has a weapon, ladies and gentlemen. Shane is in trouble, and Shane blocks it. And there goes Rich into the locker room area. Somebody needs to stop this fight. These two beating each other senseless in a locker room area. Somebody needs to do something. We're not gonna get our security deposit back here at the Moda Center. DDT by Rich. And now the steel chair. Shane doing a great job blocking that steel chair. These two are out of control in the locker room area. Now goes Shane into the lockers. And now the impact driver. We are back live on WWA Action as we are set for another number one contenders match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 230 pounds, Alexander Stevens.
Well, let's talk about Alexander Stevens. He's had quite an impressive year here in the World Wrestling Association, but perhaps not as impressive as he would like it to be. That's why Stevens is trying to cash in on this opportunity presented to him. The winner of this match will earn a shot at the Upstart Championship at Madison Square Garden. Well, what an opponent he's got. He will have his hands busy with this man. Straight from Japan, Kenta. Kenta has been with the World Wrestling Association since the summer. And it seems like he's putting his eyes now towards the WWA Upstart Championship. And speaking of the Upstart Championship, of course, the champion, Derek Avalanche, will be watching this match very closely. Kenta made his WWA debut at the Beach Brawl event by defeating Josh James. Of course, he's got a lot of momentum coming over from Japan, a member of the Bullet Club. Kenta is looking to turn that momentum into a championship here in North America. And there you see it on your screens, another number one contenders match tonight. There's the bell, here we go. Look at Kenta. Look at Kenta with the submission maneuver, applying pressure. You can't really go toe-to-toe in strikes against Kenta as he goes on the cover here at kick out. Stevens sent into the corner, and now shoulder first into the turnbuckle post. Oh, what a kick there by Kenta! That has got to hurt shoulders on the mat. Isn't enough to put him away, and Stevens gets the shoulder up. And later tonight, of course, after this match, we'll give you an update on what we just saw with Shane and John Rich in the backstage area. That has escalated to new heights, and we will give you an update right after this match. Meanwhile, it's Alexander Stevens to capitalize here, but Hideo Itami is not having it. Itami heads to the top rope, bad intentions. And Alexander Stevens is looking to capitalize here, but Kenta says no. Oh, what a kick by Kenta! That should do it. Shoulders on the mat, and still Stevens powers out. Man, that kick was truly something else. When I said earlier that you can't really match Kenta in a strike like that, I am absolutely standing by that statement as Alexander looks to capitalize here. He hooks the leg, isn't enough, and a kick out by Kenta. Beautiful Huracan Rana. Kenta looking for more kicks, but Stevens sending Kenta into the corner. Kenta moves out of the way. Stevens bounces on the corner. Beautiful Huracan Rana by Kenta. Kenta is looking to capitalize here as he heads to the top rope. Very bad intentions. Kenta. It's a drop kick. Shoulders on the mat. Isn't enough to put him away. kick out. Once again, back to the submission maneuver. Same submission maneuver we saw at the beginning of the match. Will he be powerful enough to get Alexander to tap out? Alexander getting Kenta off of him, looking to capitalize here. Stevens turning Kenta inside out. What is Stevens doing here? Standing moonsault. Stevens is headed to the top rope. Is this a good idea when you're in the ring with Kenta? Stevens, top rope, Kenta gets the knees up. Kenta gets the knees up, and now Kenta hooks him in. Go to sleep, connects. Shoulders down, hook on the leg. Is it enough to advance to the Garden? Yes, it is. Kenta is headed to Madison Square Garden. My goodness, it is now official. Kenta will go one-on-one against the Upstart champion Derek Avalanche for the Upstart Championship inside the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, on our final show of the year. And we are back live on WWA Action. These happened moments ago before the Kenta matchup. It was John Rich and Shane in the backstage area coming to blows, and we mentioned how these two have been exchanging words on social media for quite some time. It finally blew up on the backstage area of WWA Action here tonight at the Motor Center in Portland with the impact driver on the concrete floor. And during the Kenta match, I told you that this situation had escalated to a bigger plane, and now it has showdown implications. Because on social media, Shane said, "Fight me like a man," and John Rich responded that the only way you're getting your wish is if you have something to put on the line, but you don't. Shane replied, "You're a coward, and I'll do anything to prove it. I'll put my career on the line if I have to. I will get my hands on you and beat the shit out of you." And now, ladies and gentlemen, with a declamation like that, we have to make it official. It is Shane going one-on-one against John Rich, with Shane's career on the line. If Shane loses, he'll retire. High stakes, high drama on our last show of the year inside the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Will this be Shane's last match? We'll find out live at the Garden. Kevin Devious will now face Shawn Coleman for the national championship. These two came up together in the first bash of the Upstart division here in the World Wrestling Association. Devious is now the national champion. Coleman is still the hungry challenger. Who will leave NYC with the title? We'll find out live at the showdown. Also, Kenta coming straight from the Bullet Club, straight from Japan. He's looking to stop all of the momentum achieved by Derek Avalanche. Derek is one of the top prospects here in the World Wrestling Association. He will put his Upstart Championship on the line against one of the most dangerous men in wrestling, Kenta. The Disciples of Darkness have asked and they shall receive. This is their mandatory rematch at the WWA Tag Team Championships, and they say that they have learned from their mistakes. The Disciples of Darkness will challenge the new champions, the defenders, for the titles inside Madison Square Garden. And the big one for the WWA Championship, new champion Austin Parker, winner of the Gold Rush Tournament Michael Carter. Only one of them will leave New York City as the biggest champion of the World Wrestling Association. Big main event for the WWA title inside the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. And speaking of champions, here comes the former WWA champion, Jim Duncan. No mandatory rematch for this young man. Now hold on a second. Hold on a second. No, there's Adam again. Adam's soul had this obsession with Jim Duncan ever since Jim took the championship from him in July at Beach Brawl. And it seems like even though Jim is not the champion anymore, Adam's obsession will continue. And who's gonna tell him to stop? Adam Soul, one of the most dangerous individuals here in the World Wrestling Association. Oh, he's looking for a chair. This has got to stop. Come on, man. And Soul looking to use that steel chair on Jim. Jim moves out of the way. Jim putting a stop to the steel chair. Duncan trying to do his best here. Oh, and a bulldog. Duncan just barely avoiding that chair, but not for long. DDT on the chair. And that's the spatial awareness of somebody like Jim Duncan. He rolls out of the ring. And look at that, Jim Duncan now. Look at him use that to his advantage. Adam Soul back in the ring. Jim Duncan back in the ring, and the steel chair coming into play, but Jim putting a stop to it. Look, the referee, I don't know if the referee has any intention of stopping this, but he needs to. This is not a match. It seems like Adam is contemplating his handiwork here tonight. With a DDT. This is disgraceful. Soul. Spear. Adam Soul did a number on Duncan. Thank you for joining us. Good night.